Here's a real high-class bout. Here goes.
There really isn't anything that looks like Cuphead does. It's beautifully animated, absurdly smooth, and packed with dense visual detail. Anyone can appreciate that, but if you've ever animated anything, there's a special kind of sympathetic suffering you'll feel knowing the kind of work that went into making it. It's a real technical and artistic achievement. It is also deeply boring to play. Now, this isn't to say that Cuphead failed because it put graphics over gameplay, or any other inane sentiment like that. Aesthetics are important to an experience, and outright dismissing the value of them isn't useful criticism. But I do feel that Cuphead's visuals distract from an otherwise flat-feeling action game. Cuphead evokes comparisons to shooters like Contra and Gunstar Heroes, but has none of their fluidity. Those games have popcorn enemies that go down fast, die spectacularly, and come in numbers. They have dynamic stages, great sound effects, and bosses that explode into multiple parts, or even piece by piece, giving you a sense of fighting a real behemoth. Games like Gunstar Heroes have movesets and health bars that let me play a little bit sloppy, encouraging experimentation and expressive play. By contrast, Cuphead has weak feedback. Bosses never react to attacks, making even supers feel impotent. It felt like I was surviving until a timer ran down, and super attacks just poked a few holes in the hourglass. That's also part of what bothers me about the parry. The parry is a holy pillar of action design, but you wouldn't know it here. First off, it's inconsistent enough that I've heard plenty of people just avoiding it entirely. Its collisions are fuzzy, which makes it risky in a game that's so strict about taking damage. The parry is mostly used for batting at bullets and filling your meter, rather than causing any direct damage. It's an intercept, not an interrupt, which could work fine if it allowed you to send shots back or start tennis-style rallies. Instead, it's just a way to fill up a bar, a way to make sand flow faster. When you drain enough sand, you'll see the next boss form, but instead of feeling excited, I felt exhausted. Learning the patterns necessary to get there didn't feel like mastering play, but like studying. There isn't room to express yourself, and if you don't adhere to its strict patterns, you get slapped on the hands with a ruler. That's what makes its random elements more annoying. Randomness is a tool that can be used to add dynamism into play, but Cuphead is so rote and mechanical that it makes what was routine suddenly unpredictable, which comes as an unpleasant surprise. It's not that Cuphead is a design failure. The decisions here make sense given the limitations of the art process. But I do get the feeling that had it had more rudimentary graphics, it wouldn't have been half as well received. And there's already other hand-drawn games that have proved the opposite. Ironically, it's the desire to create a world so full of life and character that makes Cuphead so lifeless to play.